the channel, glad to have you here. In today's video, we're going to talk about my favorite DIY remineralizing tooth powder with herbs. Wonderful recipe, super simple, super easy to create as well, and the whole family could be able to use it. In the last video, I talked about the DIY herbal mouthwash recipe. That's fluoride-free, alcohol-free, absolutely amazing. So if you missed out on that video, it will be linked in the description box below for you to watch it when you can. So what if I told you there is a way to naturally rebuild your tooth enamel, whiten your teeth, and support gum health, all without toothpaste? Yes, you heard that right. While most people are still relying on chemical-laden pastes, you could be using this powerful herbal blend that your teeth will thank you for. Trust me, this one remedy is one that you wish you started sooner. So why go herbal and why remineralize your enamel? Now, tooth enamel doesn't grow back, but it can be strengthened. Remineralizing powders work to restore minerals. We're talking about minerals like calcium, magnesium, silica as well to your teeth. They protect against sensitivity and they help to balance your mouth's pH. Now, when we combine these minerals along with botanical healing herbs, we're giving your teeth and gums the full spectrum nourishment that they need. So please make sure that you choose naturally finely ground powders to avoid enamel abrasion. Use mineral-rich and gum-soothing ingredients and be consistent. Remapping your mouth's mineral profile takes time, so patience and consistency is key. Now, here's the 3 don'ts. Don't use harsh abrasives like I'm talking about charcoal, undiluted baking soda daily. Don't skip flossing because this powder is a support, it's not a miracle. And don't use if you're allergic to any of the herbs or oils. Now let's talk about the ingredients that you need for this wonderful herbal tooth powder. Here's the blend that I personally use and that I've seen less sensitivity on, a cleaner feel, and even stronger gums. My kids also love it as well. So here's the base ingredients. I'm going to be sharing with you the base ingredients, which is the remineralizing blend at first, and then I'm going to go into the herbal boost, the healing and antibacterial herbs that I've chosen, and then we're going to talk about a couple of optional add-ons as well that you can do that really add extra oomph and power to the whole recipe. So starting with the base foundational ingredients, you would need 2 tablespoons of calcium carbonate. It helps rebuild the enamel. 1 tablespoon of bentonite clay. It detoxifies and it's pH balancing. 1 tablespoon of baking soda. It gently cleanses, and it also can be used as a whitener as well. Now, use sparingly if you're sensitive. And also, I just simply take this baking soda out for my children's customized recipe. You would also need 1 teaspoon of magnesium citrate, which is used for mineral support for stronger teeth, as well as half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, which is rich in trace minerals. This is the base ingredients. Let's talk about the herbs that I add for healing and antibacterial. I add 1 teaspoon of dried neem leaf powder. It compacts and fights plague and bacteria. I also add 1 teaspoon of dried sage powder, which works to strengthen the gums and reduce inflammation, as well as half a teaspoon of clove powder, natural antiseptic, absolutely amazing, relieves sensitivity as well. And just as an option, I simply go ahead and add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder because it adds antimicrobial and it adds natural sweetness, and I'm always a big fan of cinnamon as well. Now, what are the optional add-ons? You can add 5 drops of peppermint essential oil because it freshens the breath. Go ahead and add 3 drops of clove essential oil because it boosts anti-inflammatory effects, and also a pinch of xylitol powder for an anti-cavity benefit and taste. Now, how can you mix and store these? So you combine all the dry ingredients in a glass or ceramic bowl. Avoid metal if you're using bentonite clay because it reduces its effectiveness as well. So always opt for glass or ceramic. Never use metal, never use plastic. Store well, add essential oils if desired, and store in a dry, sealed glass jar. Use a clean, dry spoon to scoop onto your toothbrush and then shake some in a small cup to avoid moisture contamination as well. Now, in terms of the spoon, make sure that it is not a metal spoon as well. Use a wooden spoon if you have in this case, because you don't want metal to go or stainless steel to go anywhere next to the bentonite clay. Now, how do I use the tooth powder? So I use it once or twice daily by dipping my dry toothbrush in the powder, or using that wooden spoon in this case and just sprinkling onto my dry toothbrush, and then brush gently in circular motions for about 2 minutes. I go ahead and rinse with water and then follow with the natural herbal mouthwash that I shared in the previous video, linked in the description box below. Now, if you're new to tooth powders, start with every other day and then observe how your gums and the enamel respond as well. Everyone has different results. Here is my results and here is my personal story. So when I first switched to herbal powder, my gums felt irritated. I had a mild sensitivity in my molars as well, but within 2 weeks, my gums stopped bleeding. My teeth felt much more smoother, and even my dentist asked what I've been doing differently. Now, my whole family uses this blend with just minor customizations for the kids, where I don't really add as much essential oils, and I don't add the baking soda when it comes to the kids' blends as well. And I don't let the kids that are under the age of 6 years old use this blend. But apart from that, we've drastically reduced our dental visits. Now, here is the common mistakes I want you to avoid with your making this DIY tooth powder. So don't dip a wet brush directly in your jar because it introduces bacteria. Don't use too much baking soda. Stick to gentle abrasives, and don't store near heat or sunlight because it degrades herbal properties. Now, here's the do's. Do a batch test of herbal powders if you have sensitivities. Do monitor your enamel and gums for changes, and combine this with oil pulling or healing mouth rinses for better results. Now, let's recap. This DIY tooth powder, absolutely amazing, helps to strengthen the enamel, fights bacteria, and supports gum health, all without fluoride, toxins, and artificial ingredients. Are you ready to ditch that paste and try something that truly supports your smile from the inside out? Leave a comment in the comment section below if you're giving this a try, and like and subscribe and share this video with someone who wants a healthier, more natural oral care routine. And download the free printable recipe card and custom powder tracker in the description box below. Stay tuned next week, and I'm revealing my top 3 herbs that heal bleeding gums naturally. You don't want to miss out. Take care and have a great day.